Father's facing charges after his 2-year-old got a hold of a gun.
The boy's mother tried to get the loaded gun away from him and ended up getting shot. Susan Koeppen's here with what police are saying about the incident. Susan.
Yeah, this is a tragedy on all fronts for this young family. While the mother has recovered from her injuries, the father is in a lot of trouble. Police say 25-year-old David Margella left his loaded gun out in the open inside his Derry Township home. A short time later, his 2-year-old son wandered through the James Street home and picked up the gun.
We were able to determine through our investigation that the firearm was left unattended and loaded without a safety on the nightstand alongside the bed.
The boy's 24-year-old mother jumped into action trying to wrangle the gun away from the boy. But in the struggle, the gun discharged and she was hit by a bullet in the thigh.
When the mother walked out of the bathroom, the 2-year-old was standing there with the handgun. She reached down to grab it, and at that point in time, the gun discharged into her leg.
She has since recovered from her wound, but her family will forever be changed.
I can only imagine what would have happened if that 2-year-old would have discharged that firearm, and if it struck himself, I could only imagine how horrible that would have been.
The father is now facing charges of reckless endangerment and child endangerment.
When it comes to the negligent use of the firearm, the not protecting it and making sure that it was secured. Because of that, the district attorney's office decided to move forward with charges against Mr. Margella for recklessly endangering the welfare of a child and also obviously not keeping the firearm secure.
Police urge everyone with a gun to practice safe storage options, including using locks, taking the weapon apart, and never storing a gun with bullets.
Whenever you're going to have a firearm, we know it's obviously your right to have a firearm, but you need to make sure it's secured, especially if you have children. The last thing you can't do is leave it loaded, laying out on a nightstand.
Margella has not been arraigned yet, so he remains free for now. Live in the studio, I'm Susan Koeppen.